Quora, the internet's toilet, a website filled with questions and answers ranging from what is a dog to have you ever pooped yourself on purpose. Though underneath this layer of dumb questions and goofy answers lies a pretty disturbing rabbit hole. Last month, a user on Reddit's r/internet mysteries made a post. Strange Quora account that appears to be posing as a teenage boy online. Recently, I stumbled across a Quora account called Wrestler's Stud Muffin. Even at first glance, this account is off, with the person behind this account claiming to be a teenager and themselves in their bio. Looking at Wrestler Stud Muffin's posts, they frequently themselves and their reposts and typing style indicates someone trying to appear younger than they actually are. You could argue that this is a decoy account made to lure in pedophiles, but I did more digging and I found that it's likely this person has been doing this for a long time, probably altering their profile over the course of the years they have been active. Going to Wrestler Stud Muffin's Quora account, things are immediately pretty unsettling. Senior in high school, I do a lot of weightlifting. In track, I run 100 meter, 200 meter dash, and jump 110 meter high hurdles. I am always in shorts and a very tight tank top at school, normally shirtless in short shorts outside when it is warm out. Now, just from reading his bio, you can already get the weird and creepy vibes this user gives off. And by taking a further look into this person's posts, that feeling will only get worse. Wrestler Stud Muffin has made 33 posts and answered a total of 89 questions, with the vast majority of them being in response to things asked by high school kids. One kid stated how boring school was, asking for ways to get suspended. Wrestler Stud Muffin replied, "Take a fun class, like weightlifting if they offer it there. A lot of us are in the weightlifting room after school, lifting weights." Aside from his responses to high schoolers, Wrestler Stud Muffin also gives more explicit details to other random questions. "I am buff and I love going shirtless, the best to show my muscles. Plus it's warm outside, love being shirtless all summer long. I love short shorts that show off my muscular, well-cut thighs. I love flirting with other boys and making out with other boys and about shocking the straights." In one other post, he gives in-depth gooning tips that I can't really show considering I'll have to blur every other word. Before we go further, is the individual in Wrestler Stud Muffin's profile picture actually him? Well, with one quick reverse image search, we can see that it is not. The picture originated sometime around 2015 or maybe even earlier, and it's just a picture of some teenage bodybuilder. Though that's not all, because the photo was used as a profile picture on an adult website. The account is now deleted, but we can only assume that Wrestler Stud Muffin was the owner of that profile as well. Going back to this individual's profile, you'll see that he is following over 5,000 people, and as expected, the majority of them are middle schoolers or high schoolers. Initially, I thought that it may be possible these accounts are following the same formula of Wrestler Stud Muffin, and are just pretending to be kids with photos taken from some other source. However, when I reverse image searched some of the pictures, nothing ever came up, leading me to believe that these are real children. Which makes this extremely concerning, considering Wrestler Stud Muffin has a tendency to get in touch with and contact these children he meets online. Under a post by someone that clearly looks underage, he wrote, "Nice arm muscles, follow me back. Message me, I want to chat." In a post made to a community that he is involved in, Wrestler Stud Muffin crashes out when a boy he was talking to gave his phone to his parents. It doesn't make sense when beaten boys on here hand their phone over to their parents when the boys bought and paid for the phone themselves at Walmart. It is their personal property, it is not their parents, and I was screaming at him online not to hand his personal property over to his parents. His replies were really stupid. He said he did not know why his parents wanted to look through his phone. I kept screaming, "Don't hand your phone over." But then he said he had already done that earlier and was just now telling me. He goes on to claim that the boy he's talking about was being abused by his parents and had been thinking about taking his life since around the time Studmuffin began talking to him, which if true is horrible. The thing is, Studmuffin spins the story as him standing up to child abuse and doing all of this for virtuous and good reasons. It's all just extremely hard to believe. I mean, he's messaging underage kids, complimenting them under Quora posts, and is also involved in communities dedicated for and only meant to be used by teens. Not to mention the very suggestive comments he makes under random posts. Given all of this information about wrestler Studmuffin, we still barely know anything about the guy behind this account. Doing a quick Google search of his username will result in a YouTube channel with the same handle, which was created in 2007, making it quite literally impossible for him to be the age he claims to be on his Quora profile. The profile picture is the exact same teenage bodybuilder, so it's definitely the right guy. He has a playlist on his page with videos of younger high school aged guys wrestling, messing around, or doing some other wild things. In one of the videos from 2007 of two teenagers play slap fighting, wrestler Studmuffin commented multiple times over the course of 2 years, back between 2008 and 2010. "This is awesome. Me and a friend do the same all the time. It's a lot of fun. We drink a lot of water until we both have to pee really bad, then do the slapping many times. Makes it more intense and challenging that way." He comments 2 more times, more or less saying the same thing. There is one more profile of his that we're going to look at, and that is his Reddit account. It's since been suspended, though his posts still remain up, and soon you'll understand why it was deleted. He was a member of communities like r/school, high school, and transfer students. And just by taking a look at his replies, it's obvious how hard he's trying to fit in. Does the classroom have a clock in them? Bells to let you know it is time to go to the next class? Your watch has a touchscreen? Are you joking? My school has bells to let you know it's time to go to the next class. Bells to let you know that you're late to class. Clocks in the classrooms and hallways. I have read about schools that did away with the bells. Why no whiteboards? We use whiteboards. Interesting you have a TV on in the classroom. Who uses it? Good, you have a smartwatch. If they won't let you use your phone, will they stop you from using smartwatches next? He has no idea what modern schools look like because he hasn't been in school for so long. Studmuffin was also a member of another community, r/Sims3, where he posted photos of his shirtless male sim. Here is my sim made for Sims 3 with the late night pack that lets you modify the muscle build. Yeah. Now, if I were to make a rough estimate of the actual age of this person, I would say he is probably in his early 30s to 40s. His YouTube account was made 18 years ago, and if we're assuming he was in high school or around that age at the time of its creation, he would be in that 30s to 40s range. Now, wrestler Studmuffin is only one account out of many that do this type of thing on Quora, albeit one of the most documented ones. For years, people have made dozens and dozens of posts online calling attention to the amount of predators on the platform, and the issue to this day is still there. Like seriously, a Quora post made last year of a child's face had the caption, "Took off school today," and the comments were all grown-ass men trying to DM him. "Your DMs are off. DMs are off. You are cute. DM me. I can't DM you. I love blonde guys, especially if you have blue eyes." While some of these accounts are now terminated, a lot of them are still up, continuing to do this sort of behavior. And checking their post history, you can see that they are frequently in communities with adult content, making their intentions behind trying to DM children pretty damn clear. From what I've found, there are both a mix of real children posting photos of themselves as well as predators, pretending to be children, stealing photos, and trying to communicate with other predators for disturbing reasons like possibly sharing illegal content. And just to reiterate, it's not like these predators are in the deep dark basement of Quora, hiding behind some top secret password locked door. Everyday Quora users just run into people like this under random posts all the time. And it's just baffling how this has been such a big issue for so long. There are lots of people on Quora who have brought this up, voicing their concerns. Why are there so many pedophiles on Quora? Because it's Quora. You'll see sick shit on here because they don't care. They never ban pedophiles or other sick and deranged people. It's insane how many questions and alarming answers I've seen here made by pedophiles. It's sick and it makes me so upset. It really does seem like Quora is either extremely lazy when it comes to enforcing their rules, or they just don't care. I wanted to bring attention to this topic because even though other social media platforms like Instagram, Snapchat, and even Facebook have people like this, it feels way more prominent on Quora. There is another YouTuber, Coop, who covered this issue last month and touched on some other things that I didn't hear, so if you wanted more on this whole situation, I'll link his video in the description below. All we can hope is that one day Quora will seriously step up their game when it comes to dealing with and removing predators from their platform.